Hello.
Captain's log.
Captain's log. 3, maybe 4. Jake says 3. The Iran-Contra affair. Don't let affair fool you. It was not good like sex. It was bad like stinky Reagan. That everybody tries to pretend, oh, Reagan, we all love Reagan. Reagan's horrible. He was a horrible governor. He was mean to free speech and fucking freedom of America. He was a horrible, horrible governor. And then he became a horrible, horrible president. And the people of Iran had elected a president for their democratic country, and in the 50s, and we didn't like him because he wanted fairness and freedom and was a decent guy. So we either killed him or overthrew him and put in the Shah of Iran, an imperial leader, a God-given ruler who was just a total dickhead. Like, killed people, tortured people, had horrible secret police, like Nazi shit, and got hella rich while his country went to shit under his horrible oppressive leadership. And the Iranian people finally, like, fucking 20 years later, overthrew him. And what came into power was insane religious, maybe you've heard of them, Muslims, super Muslims were in charge of this big fucking, like, one of the, should have been rich countries of that area, but the Shah had stolen so much, and it was so they kick him out of the country, and he has to go somewhere stupid, like Peru, or Panama, or somewhere horrible, and they hella hate us, the insane Muslim leaders of Iran. And then he got cancer. And Carter, who was a total pussy, everybody knew, but was a decent guy, but a total pussy, let him come to the United States for treatment, and the Iranian people got hella pissed and stormed our embassy. No one had ever stormed our embassy, like, not in a war, and shit, and fucking took 54 people hostage, and it wasn't the government that did it, it was crazy students, is what their government that hated us. We aren't even going to talk to you, but it's not us, it's the crazy students. And besides, we're crazy Muslims. They really were. And they held him, and held him, and held him, and held him, and held him. And from the first night, like, ABC started doing a little, at the end of their regular news at like 11:30, they're like, here, we're going to do 15 minutes on this Iran, because it was such a huge, 54, like, our diplomats, the secretaries, a couple janitors, a couple citizens who were there, getting horrible. And they just kept him, and they just kept him, and they just kept him, and we hated Carter, because it was just so horrible, and so, like, it was such a slap in America's face. For like a year. For like a motherfucking year. That 15 minutes after the 11 o'clock news, the local news, whenever it came on, the 15 minutes turned into Nightline, which was the first late night news, before there was CNN, and it's what, like, started it, made it all. And that was in 1979, I think, 79, and then there was an election in 1980, and the day Carter fucking conceded, that was the first time I could vote. Carter conceded before I got off work and could go vote. No, after I got off work, I went home to get my fucking papers to go vote. And on my way to go vote, I heard him going, I give up because I'm a big giant pussy. And we hated him. I hated him even more. I hated him. And I think I voted like libertarian or something, because no way would I vote for Reagan. So, on that happens in when do we vote? November? Like early November? And Inauguration Day is January 20th, like, MLK Day.
Yeah.
And, like, a half an hour before or after Reagan got inaugurated, Iran released the prisoners. And Reagan's like, yeah, because I'm so ballsy. Because they know I was going to fucking give him shit. So yeah, thank you, this is America, and then he made his person he put in charge of the parks and stuff sell all the public lands to oil miners, and he made his person in charge of the agricultural department go, you know, them ketchup them poor kids get, we should count that as a fruit or a vegetable, whichever one it is, so we don't have to feed them starving kids so much, because it just makes them more healthy. What horrible! The people in charge of like making good things happen, raped it. So we found out a few years later that it wasn't because. Oops, that. Okay.
It's okay.
Oh my god, I fucked that up really bad.
It'll be fine.
Okay. So, El Salvador and Nicaragua were both having civil wars. One of them we liked the government, one of them we didn't. So the one where we liked the government, they were terrorists fighting the government, and the one where we didn't like the government, they were freedom fighters. But Congress said, no, we're not going to give you money to fight that war. So Oliver North sold weapons to Iran secretly, U.S. weapons to Iran, which we weren't allowed to trade with at all, and used that illegally gotten money to give it to the freedom fighters. In Nicaragua was a government we didn't like.
El Salvador?
No, El Salvador was a government we liked. That was the government that raped the nuns. That's what finally stopped that war. Is they raped and killed so many nuns that the whole world said, "Well, you're a bad guy." Okay, the United States on this one, it is correct. There, dickheads.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. We were on this. I'm sorry. Yeah. We were on the sides of the nun rapists and killers. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. But it was just like so, the columns would be next to each other in the newspaper, you know, and it's just like this can't be real. Like how could people possibly defend these two actions together? It was so. Our government was so bad and wrong and mean and greedy. And the guy in charge, I thought he was the most retarded president.
Horrible.
Oh, horrible.
But that's another history.
So then they found out about it, and they like tried to. Congress was all fucking, that's so bad that you went around this and did all this illegal shit. And they demanded Casper Weinberger, the defense secretary, testify, and that was like he's like, I don't have to. I'm the defense. And they're like, no, this is a bad, horrible act. And everybody, Reagan couldn't remember nothing. And Oliver North said, and he, like, I don't think he even had to go to jail. It was horrible. It was horrible. But it was
Wait, well, somebody died though, right?
Well, a lot of people in Nicaragua died with weapons that Oliver North, with money that Oliver North got from selling to our enemies, the Iranians. Yeah. That he was such a... And that release on Inauguration Day, it was all set up beforehand because Reagan was a giant pussy, and like that's how they first met. It was horrible, all tied in, and super, super pussy. That any Republican who's all about fucking our country fucking pride should be fucking barfing at, not fucking saluting Reagan. Yeah. The fucking retarded pussy who only Bush was worse. Yeah. Bush won. He's a man. He done good. Not the retarded son. Stop. Need smoke.